Shalom, shalom, mashpaka. I'm gonna go ahead and start this. I'm not gonna play the intro today, but there's a lot of businesses that we support. There are some businesses that we support 24 hours, non-stop. There are many of us that support businesses with prices that is sky high. I'm gonna let this PBS news play. It's a public domain, and it's the freedom of information, so it grants us, we have the right to play this right here in this case. So I'm finna go ahead and let this video play. Please don't forget to like and share and leave your thoughts underneath this video. We're gonna discuss black-owned businesses because a lot of us have been saying that we will never support a black-owned business because we say that it's racist. Now, there's a couple of brothers that I heard talking about this. The first brother, I will share his video. Y'all willing, I have to go back and listen to it. But the other brother, he was going in real strong, and I understand how he feel. So I'm not on here to try to tell him how to feel. Now, I actually agree with him, what he's saying, but I don't want to play that on my channel. So it ain't no slide to him, but there's another brother that was talking about it. It might be the same guy, but he was more calm on that one. But let me go ahead and let this news broadcast play for y'all. And please sit in the background and just chilling and catch up with me on what's really going on around here. All right.
We've been hearing this hour, shutting down the U.S. economy over the coronavirus outbreak came at an enormous cost to American businesses. But as Paul Solman reports, the impact on African-American entrepreneurs has been especially harsh. It's the latest installment of Making Sense.
A watch like this, a man will really appreciate.
Doing small business is beyond tough these days. But think what you're up against if you're African American.
I've been asked, is this real? Many times. I've been asked, this is not stolen, which was absolutely appalling. They asked who owns this business because it's such a nice upscale store.
James Mack's dream come true, his own jewelry store in Charlotte, North Carolina. But there's at least one major hurdle, his race.
A lot of people said that maybe, you should hire, someone of a Caucasian or Mexican descent to stand in the front. But it's like, when do we get the respect of running business at a high level?
These are all famous people and tell a great story. Cassius Clay, right before he was Muhammad Ali.
African-American art adorns Terrence Dixon's Terra Cafe, opened in Baltimore 11 years ago, despite lacking what many entrepreneurs almost take for granted.
Normally, you go to business school, they said you need a business plan, you need 6 months of revenue, you need 6 months of payroll. The average black business starts with about $1,500 and a couple of halfway credit cards and a dream.
African-American businesses are hamstrung from the start, says economist Robert Fairley, since half of African-American families have less than $9,000 in wealth.
White families have $130,000. That contributes to the lack of ability to find financial capital to start a business. It contributes to the lack of financial capital to grow that business. So that wealth gap is a big problem.
Black people represent about 13% of the population, but only about 4% of the overall number of business owners.
And
all right. So that's all I want to show for that. And gonna go ahead and break this conversation in with y'all, all right? And don't worry, I'll share all of the links underneath the video when this is over. Here is a couple of black-owned businesses. But this is a black-owned business website right here that I'm about to show y'all. As you see, it says black-owned label empowers musicians with revolutionary ownership, modeling, rolling out music. New black-owned label puts artist ownership at the center after music exchange acquisition. Now, a lot of us probably don't know nothing about music industry and how it can actually tie into other businesses. But if you don't own your business, it's owned by somebody else. All right. And so for centuries, our people have not had proper a place where we can go, where we can actually benefit from our music. And there's not a lot of people that that's in the industry that has actually benefited from their music. And a lot of us may think, oh, well, they trash and this and that and the other. But I don't know if any of y'all heard of Elvis Presley. Y'all ever heard of Big Mama Thornton? How she was the originator of that Hound Dog song, and nobody know who she was, and Elvis got paid, and I mean paid. And he was actually cosplaying her in that song and got paid. And they say that it was to introduce the black artists inside of a new artist revenue, but the black artists didn't get any of that. What they did is they got pushed out, and there's a lot of artists, not just Big Mama Thornton, a lot of artists that nobody knows the name of, that they done got tired and they just quit, you know. And people say, why don't y'all quit and go and get a job, a real job? And the very thing that the brother or the sister wanted to do, that's the very thing that a lot of our brothers and sisters will go and support. And they say, well, I don't want to support a black owned business because that's racist. We should have American businesses, or we should have Caribbean businesses. We should have any other business except a black business. And we say that's racism. But let me show you something. When this person is the CEO of this right here, and I got the article for this as well, he is the CEO of this right here. And what is his application? What is he? It's a Indian owned business. And he runs something. He is the chairman. He is the head chairman over something that all of us support without any racism or stereotyping. Every news broadcasting, everybody supports this man's business right here. Nobody complains if he make $1 more, or if he start making less, he gonna make more. Let's look at this right here. I don't know how to say his name. I ain't trying to butcher his name because I have nothing personally against this man right here, this Adam right here. So I'm not gonna pronounce that. And if you is a Indian speaking person, the only Indian words I know by heart is from the movie Mowgli. Mowgli mean boy. You know what I mean? Shere Khan and all that. Those are real words. So Mowgli mean boy. And this and that and the other. But look, it's an Indian owned business. And everybody that complain and say that it should be American business, it should be this, it should be that. Even the people that own other businesses, they are either a white American, Hispanic American, a person that immigrated over and called themselves Black American. And there is the same percentage of people who are barred from loans, but there's another percentage of people who are not barred from loans. And if you look it up, it's not jotted down properly. They have everybody as Black American. So therefore, the census count to see if it's fairness being going on is not actually being propelled. So it leads people to wonder if so-called black people are just making excuses. All right. So I'm finna try to pronounce his first name, Sundar. As Sundar, pronounce, I don't know, and he put Greek letter right there. Indian American Business Executive. He is the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Alphabet Inc. and is subsidiary Google. Began his career as a material engineer following a short stint at the management consulting firm McKinsey & Co. Joined Google, I don't know how to say his name, so I'm just going to say Pichai joined Google in 2004, where he led the product management. Now look, he joined Google in 2004. A lot of brothers and sisters opened a business in 2004. Let's see how far his went, how far theirs went. Well, he led the product management and an innovation efforts for a suite of Google. Now, Google been way out way before he was made the chief, all right? But remember, he was born in 1972. In 1972, we wasn't live streaming online and all that. So what was he doing in 1972? All right, he was born. He was a baby, an infant. And as Indian American business executive, he is the chief executive, so he had to go to school like everybody else. Officer, CEO of Alphabet Inc. and its subsidiary Google. I'm gonna try to say Pichai began his career as a material engineer following a short stint of management consulting firm McKinsey & Co. Pichai joined Google in 2004, where he led the product management and innovation efforts for a suite of Google client software products, including Google Chrome. So look at this. Efforts for a suite of Google client software products, including, let's read this one more time, where he led the product management. He was the chief. He led the product management and innovation efforts for a suite of Google client software products. Now, including a Google Chrome and Chrome OS, as well as being largely responsible for Google Drive, where y'all save y'all files at. In addition, he went on to oversee the development, and you got to buy new files, because if you got an account that's real old, you got a real old business, you're going to have some space. So you got to buy some file space, okay? And their commercials roll through here, revenue rolling through all the time. You don't know, businesses rolling through here all the time through the internet, of other applications such as Gmail and Google Maps. All right. Pichai was selected to become the next CEO of Google on August 10th, 2015. How many brothers and sisters was filing bankruptcy in 2015? After previously being appointed Chief Product Officer by the CEO Larry Page, on October the 24th, 2015, he stepped into the new position at the completion of the formation of Alphabet Inc. Now, and I can speak to you emphatically, in 2015, I was not culturally aware of myself to a large extent. So in 2015, I wasn't saying nothing about black owned business, none of that. I was one of them loudmouth Christians or Joel Osteen loving. That's what I was. You understand? And I was coming out of that, but in 2015, I was still culturally impaired. Okay, so that cannot be an excuse for anybody, because in 2015 and even on down, multitudes of our people that wanted to do something with themselves were not culturally esteemed. They were not culturally aware of themselves properly. All right. So that cannot be used as an excuse, because for generations, and I could count it, and I know a lot of us get tired of hearing this, but for about 500 years, we were culturally unaware of ourselves. All right. And we had Black Wall Street when we was culturally aware of ourselves. Yes. So forgive me for that. There are multitudes of times we had many Black Wall Streets when we were culturally aware of ourselves, and we thrive. But now we think that it's racist for you to have something. So if a person, let's say per se, a woman that want to get married, if you don't want your man to build his own business, why get angry at your man when another man don't want to hire him on his business, but you mad at him, or get angry at him because he working for the other man and he ain't paying him nothing but minimum wage. Shouldn't you be his rib and support your brother, support your husband? Shouldn't you be a wife to your husband, right? Should you not submit to the theology that we shouldn't have nothing? He stepped into the new position at the completion of the formation of Alphabet Inc., the new holding company for Google company family. He was appointed to the Alphabet Board of Directors in 2017. As of May 2025, his net worth is estimated at, now, come on now. Okay, so every sister that say, if a man don't go out there and work for Walmart, for Publix, or for Kmart or whatever, if you don't work for these companies, you a deadbeat and you're nasty. You need to get up and do something with yourself. Look, this man did his own business. He had support from his community. He had support from the government. He didn't have holdback. He had support from banks. He didn't have they didn't block him out of it so he could go bankrupt. His people didn't say supporting Indian-owned businesses is racism, so they let his business go down. So he had to file bankruptcy. No, they didn't do that to him. Many of his brothers and his sisters in America now today are millionaires because they support one another's businesses. All right. So PI people supported him along with the corporations giving him money in order to sustain and also to build it even higher. And look, can you imagine if every sister in this country, not only in this country, but in Haiti and Jamaica and in every other country, wherever our people is at, if they supported their people, and all of you can say your husband got a bank account of $1.1 billion or 1.1 million and all this right here, if you could say your husband got money like that, would you be telling your man, quit that dead end job that everybody's supporting and go and work for the Dollar General? Quit your multi-billion-dollar corporation that everybody in the community supported. When your balloons came out, when you had a wedding ceremony and you were selling balloons and cake and all that right there, the community called you for you to do it, right? And if you was tied up, then they called Pink's them community. I think that's his name, PI them community. Then they called the Russia or whatever community, and they came in and they said, hey man, we're gonna make this money. The black owned businesses that's running the wedding ceremonies, they all booked. So hey, we all booked now because they got so much money to spread around. Now we got money, the white people got money, everybody got money to spread around. We ain't got no problems here but to go and support what they got going on, because we know that they are that they gonna give us a return in what we giving to them. So there'd be no problem, right? You have problems, but not the problems you got now today. Early life and education. P.I. was born on June 10th, 1972 in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, to a Tamil Hindu family. His mother, now look, a lot of brothers and sisters say, I don't want to support that sister's business because she said she a Muslim. But a lot of brothers and sisters said that they don't want to support the sister business because she says she is a Muslim. They support at this very moment right now. The ones that came online to say they don't support brother and sister's business, that's not no Christian. They don't support brother and sister's business that's not a Muslim. They don't support this, they don't support that, LGBT, all these different things to get us to keep on arguing and never coming to the understanding of this. Look, to a Tamale Hindu. So his people was practicing Hinduism, right? He came from a Hindu background, and multitudes and multitudes and multitudes and multitudes and multitudes. How many people online got a Gmail account? How many people online got a Chrome account? How many people online from 2025 to 2017 to 2025 have an online account, signed up many different multiple accounts, signed up using Google? No excuses there. Multitude. I believe that this service right here, Nike got to go through. Bad Boy Records, Sony Records, all of the records got to go through Google right now, because this is where everybody is at. Think about that. People are paying for advertisement. You know, they used to pay for the television only, but now some people pay for advertisement on Google and on the television. How did the television network work out a deal with Google Chrome and them in order for them to branch out and start pushing their commercials and stuff on this stuff right here? We got to understand what ownership and what supporting one another does. Let's look at the beauty care for the Black-owned businesses. Now, let's look at this is Black-owned media. How many of us say this is ghetto? We don't support it, but we got a Google account and we logged into YouTube. You can sign up here. I'm finna do it when I'm done, but I want to show y'all this before I do. Don't miss out. It's a books and media. Delve into our curated books and media collection featuring works by Black authors and creators. This selection celebrates diverse voices and stories that educate, inspire, and entertain, offering a rich tapestry of perspectives. Did it say we hate white people and we should die if we set up a company like this? No, they took it and they understand the goal. They understand what's going on, and they say we need our own. If brothers and sisters don't think that we should have our own, then none of us should be calling each other bums no more. None of us should be calling each other retards anymore because we ain't go to college just so we can work for other corporations that's not owned by none of our people. Black owned on Amazon. Here's some sisters and brother stuff up here. Rap Snacks, T.I., all them. Look, our brothers and sisters supporting this right here. We need to support our brothers and sisters' businesses. Look at this right here. Let's make this go up. Make this the new Nike. Make this whatever products that we use. Make this the new Spritz or whatever products we got going on. I don't know, sisters, so don't get mad at me. Black Curl sunscreen. I don't know about the sunscreen, but hey, y'all, that's y'all thing. I don't know. But look, the sister, they got the shoes here for this. Look, woman ankle pump green. I guess they okay, and the sale right here. Look at that right there. Look at this right here. Family, come on, you can't beat this. Support your people. Support your people. Let me go to something else. Some of y'all gonna be shopping on Black Friday. And don't forget to sign up for Waves because they're giving away a free plug-in, and I don't want you to miss that. And sign up for a brother Wavy Wave channel. All right. Buy Black Fridays. Look at this right here. The sister got the thing set up. What's wrong with that right there? What's wrong with that? Black owned, clean, and and cruelty-free nail polish. Look at this, family. Kia says, clean, cute, and completely. So look at this, family. Support your people. And that look like Mother Asada. Family, support your people. Granddaddy them always said, if you don't do right by your own, don't expect nobody else to do nothing right by you. Support your own people. Now, I don't support different things like that right there, but they got it on there, they black owned, and I don't support this right here because this is COINTELPRO. But the people that look like this right here, that's your brother and sister, this is what I'm talking about. They all on here. And I don't know if this is a PSYOP or operation, but when you see black on, if it's really black on, support your brother and sister. I said that because they got LG on there. Black owned luxury brands. Now, do you see Hebrew Israelite on here? And that's why I said that. I don't see Hebrew Israelite. And if you reach out to them, I don't know if they're going to put it on there because, but anyway, we support one another. And it's not saying that we agree with all these alternative lifestyles, but do we check to see what the man that own the cereal company, what his lifestyle is or her lifestyle is? We go and support it. Do we try to go and figure out what the person that own Disney World do in his pastime, or do we just go and support Disney World? Do we try to go and figure out all their personal business before we turn on channel 13 and watch and see what's going on the news today? So fam, I just want to leave it off with that right there. Hope you got something out of this. And I'm finna play something for you that makes sense to me. Shalom.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers, and our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We are drunk in our water for money, and our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. We have given our hand to the Masrayam and to the Assyrian to be satisfied with bread. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we are born